Guys, welcome to my channel. Today we will talk about the Mitsubishi Expander and we'll try to compare it with its closest competitor, the Toyota Veloz. This is the 2022 model. We'll try to see the difference between this and the old model. By the way, this is the GLS 4x2 model. It is actually based on the advanced dynamic shift design. What you will notice first is actually the new headlight and taillight design. What I noticed here is they separated the headlight and the DRL. Kasi in most cases, they are together. And this is the headlight in the lower portion. It is now housed in a new T-shaped lamp design. At yung fog light niya is at the lower portion of the bumper. So pagtingin mo sa malayo, it actually looks aggressive yet refined yung styling. It expresses power and reassurance. I actually like this black fascia which is may similarity doon sa Montero Sport. So ito yung itsura niya pag nakailaw. So you will see na malaki yung kanyang DRL. And also the signal light is quite long. So from afar, you can see it very clearly. Generally, I would say yung pagkakadesign ng kanyang front is really nice. I would say it's one of the best designs in its class. If you look at the side profile, hindi naman siya nagbago from the previous model. It's still the same. What I notice here, which I find distracting, is yung chrome dun sa side mirror. Sana binody color na lang nila o kaya pure black na lang. Ang isa pang noticeable change here is the size of the wheels. It's now size 17. It's two-tone, black and silver. And so at that size, it increases the ground clearance to about 225 mm. Now, let's go to the rear portion to see kung ano yung change here. Dito sa likod naman, meron siya ngayong new LED combination tail lamp na T-shape yung lighting motif niya, which complements its headlight na T-shape din. Then, if you look at dito sa may bumper area, meron ditong vertical na parang reflector dito sa may bumper. Dati meron siyang rear fog light. So wala na ngayong rear fog light. Pero maganda yung treatment ng kanyang bumper sa likod. It looks classy to me. There is also a third brake light which is integrated doon sa rear spoiler. Then nagko-complement din yung kanyang shark fin antenna. And then meron din siyang reverse camera mounted above doon sa plate number. And this is how it looks kapag naka-on yung kanyang combination LED tail lamps. What I notice here, yung kanyang signal light is parang it's small. Mas okay sana if it's longer or horizontal. Okay, let's take a look inside. Una kong napansin dito, may mga soft touch materials na dito sa sidings ng door, which is a good treatment. And then you have two drinks holder here dito sa front door. Another thing noticeable here is yung adjustment ng kanyang seats is manual. And then yung seats niya, hindi siya leather. Pero maganda naman ang material na ginamit. So it looks comfy at saka parang malamig. Okay, let's check naman the steering wheel. It's actually leather strap na and it's tilt and telescopic na din. And then meron siyang button here to control the instrument cluster. So you can control the menu doon sa instrument cluster. And then nandito naman yung control ng side mirror, yung left at saka yung right, and then up and down. And here dito naman you have the controls for the head unit and pwedeng hands-free. Ang mas maganda dito, meron siyang cruise control. Let's look at the passenger side. Dito, malaki yung kanyang glove compartment. Doon sa taas ng glove compartment, meron din siyang space pa na pwede mong paglagyan ng gamit. And then dito, meron kang USB port, no? At saka yung 12-volt socket. And then dito naman sa dashboard area, you have soft touch materials here, which complements and adds to the premium feel of the cabin. I like the dashboard design. It's medyo boxy, simple, and clean. And then dito wala na yung mga dials, no, to control the aircon. So you have to press na lang here yung mga controls niya. And then you have the head unit, which is ready for Android Auto and Apple CarPlay. And then push button, start stop na rin siya. And then tinanggal na nila yung manual handbrake. What you have here now is the electronic parking brake at saka yung brake auto hold feature, which is good sa mga traffic. So let's check naman itong center armrest dito. Medyo deep naman yung pinaka pocket here. And there is a provision to put tissue paper here. Meron siyang compartment dito. Yeah, here, dito pwedeng ilagay yung tissue paper box. Let's check the visor. Dito sa driver side, wala siyang vanity mirror. Meron lang siya dito sa passenger side. And then, yung kanyang headliner is beige in color. Pero dito sa driver side, wala siya nung handle. Okay, let's take a look again at the dashboard. I like the design of the dashboard. Medyo straight lang siya, horizontal. Walang masyadong borloloy. So, I like it kasi simple siya. And then yung kanyang steering wheel is also nice and simple. Kaya mas maganda ang execution niya para sa akin. Dito naman sa front right door, meron ding bottle holders. Ang napansin ko lang dito, meron siyang meron siyang parang lalagyan dito ng gamit. Kasi mataas yung clearance from the floor to the seats. Kaya na-accommodate niya itong lalagyan na to. Na pwede mo lagyan ng sapatos. It's a nice treatment. Siguro kasi mababa yung design ng floor relative to the height of the seat. Kaya it can accommodate yung compartment na yon. Let's check naman yung aircon configuration dito sa rear portion. Here you have the control of the aircon. But this kind of design is medyo mahirap pagka maglilinis ka kasi babakasin mo siya, ibababa mo siya ng buo. Dito naman sa likod, meron din siyang outlet dito. At ang isa dyan is yung Type-C na ginagamit sa mga iPhone. Let's check the second row seat. It can be moved back and forth so you can adjust the leg room. Dito naman sa center, pag ibinaba mo yung sandalan and you pull it down, meron siyang cup holders dito. And then, of course, open yung gitna, which is useful because you can put things na mahaba na pag binili kang gamit, pwede diretso hanggang dun sa third row. And then, you can fold flat itong second row seat as well as yung third row seat to make room for flat area doon sa likod. So, maganda yung cargo space niya kasi flat siya. Yun ang kagandahan nito than a sedan of the same price level. Mas marami kang may kakarga, especially for Filipino families na mahilig maglakwatsa. And dito yung sa likod, meron siyang compartment where you can put yung siguro yung mga tools and other items that you would like to hide. And then dito sa third row, meron siyang power socket dito sa right side. And then sa both sides, meron din siyang bottle holder. Okay, let's check the third row seat. The third row seat is actually comfortable kasi it's not lying on the floor. It's a little bit elevated. And then here, you can actually have more leg room because you can move yung second row forward and backward depending on the space that you need. Here, there's about 2 inches space from my knee. I'm actually 5'7", so maganda pa rin yung space nito. Yung average lang yung movement nung sa second row. And then dito namang headroom niya, dito sa third row, okay din. So kasi may siya, pero medyo nakauka para yung head mo. Meron kang mas higher headroom. So comfortable yung kanyang third row seat actually. So I would say the interior is It's nice. It's simple ang design at airing tingnan. So, maganda yung configuration ng mga seats. Not too big, not too small. Okay, let's check the engine. Ang engine niya is the same din as the old model. It delivers 105 PS at 6,000 RPM and about 141 Newton meters of torque. And then, it's mated to a 4-speed automatic transmission. So, hindi siya CVT, 4-speed automatic transmission. Makita mo yung battery niya maliit, 1 SM lang yan. To me, mas okay yung automatic transmission than a CVT for this kind of body configuration. Ang ano ko lang dito, 4-speed lang siya. Sana ginawa naman lang itong 5-speed automatic transmission. Okay, I'll summarize my thoughts about this car. In terms of physical features, ito yung nabago. Meron siyang updated front grille and bumper design. Meron siyang new LED DRL, saka yung T-shape headlight. Bago rin yung T-shape taillights. And then, 17-inch na yung alloy wheels niya. At ang pinakamagandang ginawa nila, yung new dashboard design, saka yung mga ibang features pa. Ang pinakagusto ko dito, yung kanyang front fascia. Pero yung iba, hindi gusto to. Kasi parang maraming nangyayari. But for me, okay naman siya. Para siyang futuristic. Parang hindi mapag-iiwanan yung design niya. Pagdating naman sa rear, mukha siyang refined and edgy and modern. Then the question to ask is, if you will buy this, what would be my other alternative? I would say the other alternative is the Toyota Veloz. Kasi very close yung kanilang specs. In terms of engine power and torque, they're almost the same. Mas mahaba lang at mas malapad itong expander than the Veloz. At the same time, yung ground clearance niya is 225 against 190 mm ng Veloz. And then, ang tranny nitong expander is 4-speed as against the CVT ng Veloz. But in terms of refinement, mas gusto ko itong expander. But then, mas maraming features actually yung Toyota Veloz eh. In fact, meron siyang ambient lighting, mas malaki din yung kanyang audio system, meron siyang wireless charger, at ang maganda dito sa Veloz, meron pa siyang yung Toyota Safety Sense. So, mas maraming safety features itong Veloz kaysa sa Expander. By the way, ito nga pala ang pricing niya. I'm comparing the GLS model nito na 1.180 million as against the Veloz of 1.185 million, yung G model. So, very close talaga, 5,000 ang difference nila. So, parang it's difficult to choose between the two. But it all depends on the buyer, what is important to him. Of course, ordinary buyers, they would prefer yung styling and then additional come-ons yung mga features, no? But for sophisticated buyers, they will look for power, efficiency, driving dynamics, etc. So, in summary, if you want a compact MPV with plenty of cabin space, high ground clearance with fresh styling, and nice interior, this Expander is actually a good option. In fact, this is the best-selling model in the Mitsubishi lineup, and that says a lot as it is widely accepted in the Philippine market. Okay, hanggang dito na lang. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, see you again in my next vlog. Bye!